What's up, everybody? It's been a while, but we are back. You can see I'm not in the setup right now. It's actually my room. Take a look. If you were on live that one day, I gave you a room tour, but yeah. So today we're gonna be showing off my jersey collection. Jerseys, I wear them all the time. I really do. But actually, I'm going to Friday Night SmackDown tomorrow. I have the day off of school. Gonna be a great day. But actually, I'm wearing a jersey to SmackDown because it's actually pretty sweet. So if you see me keep moving over here, so the right side, this is my closet, and this is where I set my clothes out for tomorrow. But let's start off with a bang. My absolute GOAT, John Cena. He got this for his final WrestleMania. I think it's sponsored with Travis Scott, but I have this off the TikTok shop. It says WrestleMania on the side. Over here too. Then on the back, we got Cena 54 and the last time is now. Yeah. I got it for like $10 off the TikTok shop. I was looking for it. I'm like, oh crap, they got it on a TikTok shop. I'm buying that right away. So that's what I did. And yeah. But that's basically what this is gonna be. I'm just gonna show you my collection and big jersey guy because I'm a big sports fan. As you can see, I'm wearing my Megan Maroney shirt. This is the third time I counted on the podcast I've wore it, but I haven't wore it with my Nico Moon hat yet. This is like my favorite outfit I have. So, and good times only. Been living life. So, but let's get into this. So I'm gonna go into my closet. Hopefully you can't see. Yeah, you can't see it, but. We're going to go in order of how I see them in my closet. All right? Oh, yeah. Starting off with a good one. This is Denzel Ward, orange. They don't wear these in game, but the color is just so nice. You got the, I don't know if you saw it, but I got the Jim Brown patch. Rest in peace. I actually have a poster or like more of a I don't know, but I got something up there of him. But yeah, that's Myles Garrett, or not Myles Garrett, good lord, Denzel Ward. This is what happens when you don't edit things. I'm gonna make mistakes, but Denzel Ward, former Buckeye, absolutely my favorite quarterback in the NFL, second in NFL history due to one guy. You'll see who later, but let's see what we got next. Oh, there's one on the floor. That's fantastic. Oh boy. I can't show this one to the girls, but before I show this, take a guess in the comments if you know who it is. You probably might. But we got Lola Bunny. Lola Bunny Toon Squad. Yeah, I got this for like $10. And Lola Bunny's hot, so I think it was worth it. But, yeah. I'm going to try and take my time on these, but also you'll probably get bored of me yapping, so I'll do my best. What do we have next? Oh, this is nice. All right, so this is not really a real Ohio State player. We got number 23, LeBron James. Huge Buckeyes fan. It's exactly why I own this. I got this for Christmas one year, and I was, I'd been looking for this forever. This was in like 2019. I've been not that long, or not that far off. I think it was like 21, but I had been looking for it that long. So yeah, that one is pretty legit. I kind of grew up a little bit though, so it doesn't really fit me. But some of them I gave to my brother, which he'll be in the next episode, but. I had to give them to him because, fortunately you grow. But it's all right. It's all right. All right. This is cool, too. So this is a all-star jersey. I think this was 2023. Yep. Seattle all-star game. And if you take a guess who it is, don't even have to guess. J-Ram, Jose Ramirez, the best Guardian of all time. Awesome. Also, a late happy birthday to Jose. We love you. Thank you for saving our poverty franchise. Guardians are 2 games behind the wild card. We're looking good. Looking good. That's all I gotta say. Oh, I'm looking at my hats. I gotta show you guys a hat collection because all I do is wear hats. But yeah, I'll show you that sometime. I can't do a hat and jersey video at the same time, but yeah. And I'm going in order once again as I see them. There's no actual legit order, just the ones I see. But this one's kind of cool. I got this off of Temu. Bad Boy. If you're a hip hop fan, Biggie Smalls, my absolute favorite rapper of all time. No debate. My 3 favorite rappers, Biggie Smalls, Eminem, and Nelly. Yeah. Yep. No doubt in my mind. I understand people probably won't like that answer because not everyone listens to 90s hip hop, but big 90s hip hop fan. That was my genre for a long time. Then I switched over to country music, but I like rock music too. But yeah, I was a big hip hop fan. That's what really got me into music. Oh, good Lord, I can't get this off the... This one I'm actually about to pull out on Saturday. If you have listened to my channel, this is probably my biggest inspiration. All my friends hate him, but let me live my life. The man of the hour, Pat McAfee. One of the greatest punters to step on the planet. Absolute freak at punter. Indianapolis Colts, University of West Virginia. He's returning to the WWE at WrestlePalooza in Indianapolis this weekend. I wore this to the Royal Rumble when I went there in Indianapolis because I'm a big McAfee fan, and but I'm probably gonna bust this out. I had a couple Indianapolis Royal Rumble hoodies too. I'll probably wear, not a couple, just some stuff, but I'll probably wear some of that. I'll show you guys. This isn't a jersey, but I'm going to bust this out at SmackDown tomorrow. Probably my favorite hat. We got Matt Cardona's signature, Joe Hendry's signature right there, and Billy Gunn. I'm going to wear that tomorrow as well as Saturday. So, yeah. Now you get to see that. There's one hat and the one I'm wearing. But, yeah. We'll do a hat collection video for sure because that one will be good. I think I have as much as hats as I do as jerseys, so probably more actually. But up next, this is cool. You can probably already see it, but Happy Gilmore. Oh man, Adam Sandler, as I've mentioned, my favorite actor ever. Absolutely. I got this off of Amazon, I think. Amazon or Temu. But I'm not a Boston Bruins fan or anything, but it's Happy Gilmore, so I had to get it. As I've said, I've seen Happy Gilmore a lot, Happy Gilmore 2 a lot. Just a big Happy Gilmore guy. I'll probably watch Happy Gilmore 2 again in the next couple of weeks because I love that movie. I like the first one better, but number 2 was also really entertaining. Hate me for that, but I loved it. Everyone thinks it's bad. I liked it, personally. But up next, this one I just got from Hollister. Crazy that they have this kind of stuff at Hollister as a big wrestling fan. This is my dad's absolute favorite wrestler of all time. If you couldn't see a preview already, this is the People's Champion, the Brahma Bull, whatever you want to call him, the final boss, The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. My dad loves him, absolute favorite. It says The Rock on the shoulders here. The back is really cool. It says People's Champ #1. Oh, this is just, I can bust this out anytime. I was wearing it on Tuesday night. I was watching wrestling, so I'm like, you know what? I'm going to put that on. Super comfy, too. It's just like my Cena one, but different design. Yeah. that is a very, very cool one. This one is special to me. Shout out to my family. Shout out Cece, Clark, Clem, my Uncle Adam, and Aunt Mary Beth. They're watchers. They bought me this in Greece. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Greece jersey from Greece. Yes, from Greece. They didn't just find it in some random place. This is from Greece. So shout out to them for getting me that and watching this, of course. Well, if they end up watching this, but they've sent me videos of me on their TV screen. It's like, whoa. Much love for my family. But especially because they got me this. Big Giannis fan, maybe just me, but I'm a Cavaliers fan, so like, you know, I don't like the Bucks or anything, but Giannis, one of my favorite basketball players. Really like Giannis. This was really cool though, just because they were in Greece. We met at an Ohio State Buckeyes. So it was my first ever Ohio State game, and at a restaurant we just met there after they came home from their trip there, and they just hand me this. They're like, "That's for you." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, that's from Greece! What?" Coolest backstory of that jersey. I mean, that's one of the coolest. Oh man. If you know me well, you'll know why I own this, but a lot of people probably won't even know who this is. This is simply my absolute favorite college basketball player of all time. This is the reason I'm a North Carolina fan. So, the front of it, number 2. If you know who it is, comment down below. Oh, I know who that is off the bat. Joel Berry II. My mom just surprised me with this. Actually, she wasn't even here, but I woke up, I came upstairs, and there's a jersey sitting on the table. I know exactly what it is right away. I've been looking for a Joel Berry jersey. I mean, I got this last year, I think, and I had been looking for one for decades. Finally found one. I mean, this is... So, I am an Ohio State fan, simply. But I just got obsessed with this dude. I'm like, okay, this dude's an athlete. He was point guard at North Carolina. I think he played point guard and shooting guard. But when I first got into basketball, when I moved to a new city, I just would watch his highlights. I'm like, okay. So I am a North Carolina and Ohio State basketball fan. North Carolina jumped to number 1, but they're kind of still tied. It's confusing. Don't worry about it, but I like both. When they play each other, I'll probably root for North Carolina. They play each other on December 20th this year. Very excited for that matchup. But, yeah, Joel Berry, he's actually replied to some of my comments on TikTok. I tried DMing him, just letting him know, he's actually an analyst for the ACC network now. And I want to be a broadcaster. And he, gets to, be an analyst. I just told him how inspiring that is, being already a fan of him, and he does that. Hopefully he'll see my DM. Maybe he'll see this video someday. But Joel, absolute huge fan. Huge fan. Joel Berry. Oh, well, there's an Ohio State basketball jersey. Shout out Clark once again. Gave me this for free. He said he got this at Plato's Closet. Very nice looking Ohio State jersey. I have yet to bust this out yet, but I'll definitely wear it, but I've yet to bust it out. I will wear it this season for sure. And Clark knows, he's my boy. That's my cousin. Shout out Clark. I think he watches most of these, so yeah. Oh, this one's interesting because Guardians, they don't wear these or anything, but I found it at Costco. And, just a Guards fan. So I was like, you know what? I'll wear it. I got to bust this out soon because playoffs are coming soon and we might be in the playoffs. And I'll just wear it before we make it too, just for luck. But, Guardians definitely don't look as good as they did last year. But I am happy with their progress right now, very, very happy. Just beat the Tigers 2 games in a row, full sweep, yeah. I don't know if it was more than 2. I think it was 3 games, but I watched yesterday, and I couldn't catch it today because I was in school, but a win is a win, guys. But up next, this is Kevin Love. Forever a Cavs legend, period. I will always root for Kevin Love. I think he's on the... I don't know what team he is on now, but I will be rooting for Kevin Love till I'm dead. I think he's in a contract buyout with the Jazz, but Kevin Love, very big fan. One of my first favorite basketball players. You know, I had him and LeBron on the Cavs, and those were my favorites for sure. We got another Cleveland Cavalier. This was like cheap. They don't wear these anymore, but look how nice the design on this Cavs jersey is, man. It's just, these are very nice. And Darius Garland. I think everybody likes Darius Garland. Good guy, ready to play. I always liked him. Always will. I always will. All those trade rumors, they just make me sad. I think Darius is a great player, and I think he could remain a Cavalier his whole career. I'd like that. I really would. Let's see. Once again, trying to go in order here. I guess we got another Cavs jersey. This one I haven't worn in a while. I don't think they wear these anymore either, but this is nice. The Bill Russell patch, so you know that was a couple of years ago now, but we got Donovan Mitchell, Spida. He's also a great Cleveland Cavalier. Very happy with that trade when it happened. You know, Markkanen playing a pretty big role in Utah right now, but that was legit, man. I saw that and I started jumping all over the place. Unbelievable, man. So we got another Cleveland sports team, not the Cavs, but if you know me, big Cleveland sports fan. This one's old, but I got this for my Aunt Vicky. Shout out to my Aunt Vicky. This is Bernie Kosar, the absolute greatest Browns quarterback of all time. No debate. I don't care. I wasn't there, you know, I wasn't alive when he played, but he's such a legend, you just have to have it. And actually, we're going once again in that direction where I wasn't alive, but I gotta own it just because. I think people will know who this is off the bat, but Jim Brown, the absolute greatest Browns player of all time. There's I was telling you about the poster I got up there, but yeah, this is the man in Cleveland. Rest in peace. I had a baseball game just right after I heard he passed away. You know, just hurt to be a Browns fan losing such a legend. I mean, he's the reason the Browns have a name, which they're not a big name, but he's the reason that the Cleveland Browns are the Cleveland Browns. I mean, the fact he has Brown in his name, that man was absolutely legendary in Cleveland. And, you know, just the fact he did all that for Cleveland, period. This one's cool. I got this from my cousin. Unfortunately, it doesn't fit. Once again, you know, you grow. But my cousin Clark was just giving away some nice jerseys he had that he didn't, you know, he wasn't going to wear. But this is a throwback, you know. Can't really say that name anymore, but pretty nice. These are some of my favorite Guardians/Indians unis of all time. Let me know down in the comments. I said a couple things, but do you prefer Cleveland Guardians or Cleveland Indians? I actually have no preference. I like both names. I'll always be Indians though, because that's what they were when, you know, when I became a fan. But I'll always call them whatever, as long as I'm a fan, you know. And I talked about this jersey earlier. My favorite, not only my favorite cornerback of all time, but my favorite Browns player, period. This was the first jersey I ever owned, and it still has a special place in my heart. Number 23, Joe Hayden. You know, the first jersey I ever got. He played for us, played for Pittsburgh, then came back and retired as a Cleveland Brown. No, I wasn't happy when he went to the Steelers. But, I couldn't not root for my absolute first favorite Cleveland Brown. First favorite, always in my heart. Absolutely special having him in Cleveland. He was a stud from Florida. You know his backstory, I bet you. We got another Brown. I met this dude. There's a picture. You can't see it, but picture with me and him up there. My favorite tight end of all time, David Njoku. I went to his camp, and I met him. He goes, so I'm like, yo, what's up, David? He goes, hell yeah, love that jersey. Coolest interaction ever. Dabbed him up, bro, hugged him and everything. And you aren't supposed to take pictures, but I snuck a picture on my phone. He's not looking at the camera directly, but it was still pretty cool. I kinda got him in the picture, but great guy, just a great guy overall. He brings Cleveland spirit, which is not a thing that happens in Cleveland. Why? Because our team's a disappointment. Will I still forever be a Browns fan? Absolutely. As hard as it is, you can't leave them. There's so many times they're up and down, and it's disappointing. Especially this start of the season has been absolutely frustrating. Let's give my opinions on it. Joe Flacco, I love you, man, but what happened? What happened? Let's play Dylan Gabriel, or of course, the greatest quarterback in NFL history, Shedeur Sanders. That's my opinion. Give him a shot. Joe Flacco is amazing, but he's old. He needs a break. Give my boy a break. Let him sit on the bench, like he was sitting on the couch when we signed. I'm not saying get rid of him. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying, give him a break. Give him a breather. But this is a bit off, but we got the man, H2O, Bobby Boucher. Bobby Boucher, one of the greatest movie characters of all time. Played by the greatest actor of all time, Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler, a comedic genius, period. But this has been fun, I have some stories on how I got these, and some of them I just own. I don't know why, but up next. Okay, this is cool. Everyone believes I own this jersey because, I actually am a fan of this team because of this player. But once again, no. I already explained my story on why I'm a fan of this team. But we got the old school Tar Heels, Michael Jordan. I am aware he was a great player at UNC, but that's not why I'm a fan. But I do own the jersey because he was special at UNC, If you're a UNC fan, you gotta own that. Oh, this is the second of this dude. J-Ram. Love him. Not much to say about this one, but I've owned it for a couple of years, so maybe time to get a new one eventually, but yeah. J-Ram, definitely my favorite baseball player. Love him. And here's another one of my favorites, actually not from my Cleveland Guardians. Actually from the Battle of Ohio rivalry. This is Elly De La Cruz. I went to Cincinnati Reds game this year, and I saw Old Dominion in concert right after it. So they played the Miami Marlins, beat them by like 50 runs, and one of the best trips I've ever been on, period. I say period a lot, but seriously. Shout out to my friend Beller, if he sees this. Because that's who I went on it with, and we had the night of our lives. That was fun. I won't forget that one. But I got a couple more Browns. I mean, if you don't know who this is, if you don't know who this is off the rip, I don't like you. Myles Garrett, Flash Garrett, whatever you want to call him, beast, greatest of all time. This man also has saved Cleveland. The absolute greatest player I've seen as a Browns fan in my whole lifetime. Absolutely. And I'll say that with a smile on my face. This dude, I mean, he's breaking records left and right. And let's go to probably the second most athletic player I've seen in Cleveland history. This one makes me sad, but he doesn't play here anymore, but Nick Chubb. Absolutely the greatest running back I've ever seen in Cleveland history. The only other one was Isaiah Crowell. Yeah. And I think Chubb tops Crowell in a minute. Crowell was awesome. But those are probably my two favorite running backs in Cleveland history. And not sure if you've seen, not sure who's a Browns fan or who just watches football, but Dylan Sampson and Quinshon Judkins looking pretty awesome. I'm happy with how they're doing so far. Not the team overall, but, you know, Nick Chubb, an absolute Cleveland legend forever. So I will still wear this jersey during game day. I know he's a Texan, but forever a Cleveland Brown. Absolutely. Once a Brown, always. This jersey, this is way off from the Browns, but this is probably one, if not my favorite jersey I've ever owned. I mean, Kobe Bryant, man. Where were you when he died? There's another, you know, I was sitting in my mom's room watching the Pro Bowl, and I just had to turn it off. I couldn't do anything. You know, it hurt. Kobe was easily one of the greatest NBA players to ever step on a court. And easily has one of the most tragic deaths ever. I never saw it coming. Nobody else did either. But him and his daughter Gigi, they're up above. I'm happy for them. They are being well taken care of. As much as it hurts, I realize, you know, they are in the greatest place you could ever be. But we got another Ohio State basketball jersey. I own this. I think I own about the same amount of UNC and Ohio State, which is good because, you know, I'm a fan of both. But UNC, I guess if I were to say I bandwagon for a team, I don't consider it bandwagon because I joined because of a player that literally he was not even drafted to the NBA, and he never made it in the NBA. So you could call me a fake fan, but my favorite player isn't well known. But in my heart, you know, love the guy. This is pretty sweet too. Come on. LeBron James. Everybody loves LeBron. You know, it's LeBron. I got nothing to say besides my absolute favorite athlete of all time. Period. I got so many periods, you know, that's all I gotta say. Oh, this is cool too. I got some cool stuff coming up. Excited to show these next few. Oh man, I'm gonna try not to destroy my closet in the process. Bear with me, everybody. But up next, more Cleveland Browns. This might be one of my last, but this is pretty new. Greg Newsome. Very good cornerback. Very elite player, in my opinion. Not the best player, but definitely not the worst. Definitely a very talented player. Yeah, I like him a lot. He's been fun to have in Cleveland. If I buy your jersey, you're probably pretty fun to have there. That's, you know, here's another. This might be it. Don't quote me on that, but recently retired. I got to take the tape off of this because this was a joke, but we have. So, at school one day, it was the day after the draft, the night one. Shedeur wasn't drafted. Everybody knows this story. So I go, wait, I'm going to make a Shedeur jersey because I think we're going to draft him. But, yeah, that's not who it actually is. It is Amari Cooper. His run in Cleveland, very, very short, but very, very special to me. Him and Joe Flacco's connection, just really, really awesome to have. You don't get it a whole lot where you got two players connecting like that. That game against the Texans on Christmas Eve, I think it was, beautiful. Beautiful. Think of it every day. This is random, but this is a David Buster's jersey. I got it with my points. This is kind of a long episode, but I'm having fun. I apologize. You do not have to sit through this whatsoever. I'm not asking you to. You can skip through. You don't even have to watch it. But if you do, I apologize. But we're closing in here. Oh, I like this one. This one, people are going to be like, what? Not sure. I forgot to mention this movie in my favorite movies. Now I remember that. This is absolutely... So they didn't have a huge budget for this movie. And, it wasn't supposed to be good. Absolutely one of the greatest movies I've ever seen. Napoleon Dynamite. And we got Uncle Rico. Back in 82, he could throw it over a mountain. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Man, that movie's hilarious. I watch it all the time. The scene where he throws the steak at Napoleon's face when he falls off the bike, probably the funniest scene I've ever seen. This one is not a real jersey. You can tell when you see it. But I got it off of Temu for free. So you can tell who the player is, but you just know the jersey's bad. But we got Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark, Stephanie Curry, whatever you want to call her. She is a beast. Who's better, her or Angel Reese? I'm still going to say Caitlin. Just kidding. Angel Reese has better stats. But I am more of a Caitlin Clark fan. But actually, my favorite player is Sabrina Ionescu from the New York Liberty. Go Liberty. Cleveland doesn't have a team yet. So, they are getting one soon. But not yet. But up next, this one's cool. Another movie jersey. I have a lot of movies. But definitely one of my favorite movies, simply. If you're a Christmas movie fan, you have to know this movie. Ben, you're going to love this. You've seen it, but we have Clark Griswold from Christmas Vacation. Absolutely the greatest Christmas movie. And I won't debate on that. I used to say it's Home Alone. I watched this, changed my mind. Cousin Eddie, shout out, greatest character in that movie. Then up next, we have a Cavs legend from the University of North Carolina. First overall pick in 1985. 86. 1986. The man of the hour, Brad Daugherty. Legend. Absolutely a legend. Old school Cavs unis, probably my favorite unis ever. Let me know what your favorite basketball unis are. These probably my favorite. I also like the Seattle Supersonics and the purple Toronto Raptors. Ooh, I haven't busted this one out in a bit. Probably going to have to do that for game day next week. But we have Maserati Marv as, oh my gosh, what is his name? I'm a casual. I know his stupid face, but Oh, he doesn't have a stupid face. I just forget about it. But we have Marvin Harrison Jr., one of the most legendary Ohio State wide receivers we had in a long time. He was pretty sick. He was pretty sick. Definitely a fan. And, you know, just the fact he's the son of Marvin Harrison, a legend, you just know he was going to be good. Now he's balling out in Arizona, and I'm happy for him. But we got another movie jersey. The greatest movie of all time. This one's cool. Gigawatts 88. Then we have the flux capacitor. If you haven't got it by now, you're looking right at it. Marty McFly and Back to the Future. But the second one, the best one. If you disagree, I hate you. Just kidding. We all have our opinions. This is not a player, but I just own it. I think this is my dad's. He actually met, I think it was James Laurinaitis, who wore this number. And he met him, and that's why he owns this. He met James or I think he met his dad. I kind of forget the story. You know what? I'm going to ask him after this. Oh, man. The first ever baseball jersey I ever owned. And we only have a couple more left, so I apologize, but we're almost done. Cleveland Indians. If you can guess the player, I'll give you $20. I don't have $20. Shane Bieber. Very sad, very, very sad to see him go. That man really, 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 really was special in Cleveland. Cy Young, you know, all of it. And I still think about it all the time, you know, just how fun he was. He was my first favorite pitcher. I started actually legit getting into baseball in 2021. I always cheered for him, but I never really watched him till about then. This is random, but I got this from my friend. He's a big Brewers fan. Well, he's an Orioles fan, but he's also a Brewers fan. That's his second team. But apparently they give this away for free. Let me know. He knows who he is. I'm not a Brewers fan or anything. It's just like, yo, can I add this to the collection? And now we're showing it in the video. Pretty freaking cool. It's like an old school shirt. I like it. This is a second. It doesn't say his name on the back, but I got it off of Temu, and it looks pretty good. So, number 9 on Team USA Basketball, Michael Jordan. Not sure if you heard of him, but that's okay. Oh, I saw this TikTok once. This was pretty life-changing. Do you know why Michael Jordan's nickname was MJ? It was his initials. I'm not funny. I'm sorry. Hey, but that TikTok's pretty funny. If you want to see that video, I'll find it and I'll send it to you. Comment down below. Send me the video. Or no, I don't care. This one would never fit me in a million years, but my mom got it like somewhere in like a thrift shop or something. Absolutely in my top 5 favorite quarterbacks of all time. Drew Brees. I mean, when he retired, he just went out in such a bad way. Hurt me as a Drew Brees fan. I mean, how can you not love Drew Brees? But, we got more movie jerseys coming. 2 in a row, actually. First, we have, you already saw it, Benny the Jet Rodriguez. The Sandlot, there's my poster over there. You can't see it, but, whoa. You can't see it, but it's right there. Sandlot, I mean, just beautiful movie. Let's get the front of that. The Sandlot, number 30, Benny the Jet Rodriguez. you don't like The Sandlot, I don't like you. That's all I gotta say about that one. If you haven't seen The Sandlot, I'm disappointed, really. This one I used to bust out all the time. Another Toon Squad. Sorry, no old school one. I know the new one sucks, but had to get LeBron, right? Right. I love LeBron. But I actually am hunting for a Michael Jordan one. I think I saw some cheap ones online, so I'll probably get one just to have. I'll wear it too. But this is the second of the old school Cavs I have. I got this jersey on Christmas Day. I wore it every day. If you don't know who this legend is, I'm sorry. Mark Price. This is actually real. Hardwood Classics. Oh man. If this still fit me, I'd be living. Maybe someday. No. I had this when I was in like 7th grade, so if you can see it. Doesn't fit. But Mark Price. Oh man. I used to use him and Daughtery on NBA Jam all the time. I actually own NBA Jam, if you were unaware. But I used to, or not used to, I do own that game. I have the arcade machine. So I can play it if I wanted to. This was one of my first basketball jerseys ever. Not the first, but one of. LeBron James, Cleveland Cavaliers. Still upsets me when he went to the Lakers. I was at a Toledo Mud Hens game. Speaking of, I can't find my Mud Hens jersey. But I was there at the Mud Hens, and I got the news. I was crying at a Mud Hens game. Very, very depressing. There it is. Well, it was hiding somewhere. But we found it, so it's okay. It's not in order anymore, but it doesn't matter. You can't even see it. It doesn't matter. But we have here a Toledo Mud Hens jersey. You've seen my hat, so I'm a big Toledo Mud Hens fan. This is pretty sweet. My first ever Mud Hens jersey, actually. I can still wear it. I got it about 3 years ago. And it looks like we're about on our final one. This one I got from my mother. Once again, wasn't alive to see this. No, I wasn't. I was not alive, so I'm not going to act like I'm a huge fan of him. But I have his autograph in my basement. My grandma got it somewhere. Pretty sweet. But this is Eric Metcalf. Absolutely legendary Browns player. Very cool to own that. It was my mom's, and then she's like, you know what, you can just have it. And she introduced me to who he was. I'm like, oh, cool. I mean, who's going to say no to a free jersey? Now my closet is a mess, but this was fun. I apologize for a yap session. I always do, but yeah, this was cool. I'll definitely want to do something like this again. I'm happy to be posting again. Trying to get more consistent. Yeah. My brother will be on the next episode, so be expecting him. And I think that's it. I'm always here if you need something. Let me know what to do. Give me ideas. Shout out Megan Maroney, as always. And I'll see y'all later.